Let's talk about another tool Xd has to offer, the Polygon Tool. I'm going to create another artboard next to the filters here. With the artboard tool, I'm going to set the background color to one of the blues that we have saved, and I'm going to name it stuff because we're going to do stuff on here. So let's grab the Polygon tool. It's located over there, and the shortcut for accessing it is the letter Y. I'm going to select it, come down here, then just click and drag in order to draw. As you can see, the default is a triangle. I'm going to grab my select tool, then come down here. Let's check out what properties do we have for the Polygon tool. On the measurement properties, we have all the good stuff that we had there, the sizing, the positioning. We can rotate our shape here, flip it horizontally or vertically. I'm going to reset it all by doing that. Then on the appearance menu, we have the opacity, and we have some new stuff here, so let's check them out. At the first, we have corner Concierge. If I click on the placeholder and press up arrow key, I can add corners to my shape. Then we have corner radius. We can have software design for our elements. Right now, as you can see, this time it applies the radius to all the corners, and we don't have the individual corner radius like we did have in the rectangle tool. The last one here is the star ratio. It won't go higher than 100%, but if we reduce it down, we can have some kind of a star here, for example, with a pentagon. If I change the shape, you can see the shapes that we can have with this option. And then we have fill, border, shadow, background blur, and other stuff that we covered before. So let's learn some new concepts. I'm going to place it here, select the rectangle tool. Yeah, that was right, the rectangle tool. This time, before clicking and dragging, I'm going to hold down Shift button. I'm holding down Shift, then I'm going to click and drag, and right now I have a square, or as some designers call it, the perfect rectangle. So the concept here is that we have some tools to draw, and when we hold Shift down before drawing or while drawing, Xd help us with our design. If it's a rectangle, then we are going to have a square. If it's a line tool that we are designing with, then we are going to have a straight line. With the ellipse tool, we have a circle, and the same happens here with the polygon tool. I'm going to delete this rectangle, or a square better say, and then grab the polygon tool, come here, hold down Shift. I'm holding down Shift right now, then click and drag, and I have this triangle here. And something about this triangle is that all the sides have the same size. So we have this shape here, and if I just don't hold down Shift, I'm going to have something like this. I can hold down Shift while drawing. Right now I'm holding down Shift, I'm having this design. Letting go of Shift, I have this design. Hold down, let go, hold down, let go. I'm going to grab the polygon tool again, come down here, just click and drag. And then the next thing that we can do with the polygon tool is that right now, if I just press up arrow key, I can add to my corners while I'm drawing. I can hold down Shift, and then I have this shape. All the sides have the same size. I can go and add a corner. I can let go of Shift, and then this is the design that I have. Reduce the corners, add corners, holding Shift, and stuff like that. So here we have this shape, and it is selected. It's a pentagon, and there we have that dot. If I just click and drag, you can see that I'm adding radius for the corners just like the rectangle tool. But as I told you guys before, the difference is here the changes are only applied to all corners. We don't have the individual option for Polygon tool. The next is this guy here. As you can see that on this line, if I just click and drag, I can play with the star ratio of my shape. So that was everything about the Polygon tool. Let's work with it a little bit. I'm going to delete all of these guys. I'm going to select the Polygon tool, and let's say I want to recreate that stars over there, and we can do it with the Polygon tool. So I'm going to just click and draw. In order to have a triangle, I'm holding down shift in order to have a perfect design, and I'm using up arrow keys to go with a pentagon. Let go of shift, we have this shape. Hold down shift, we have this one. There we have our shape. Select the select tool, place it in the middle. If we want to have a star here, we have to go with a star ratio of 50%. We have a star right now, and I'm going to reduce the size in order to have these stars here, that kind of design. Just click and drag, and then something weird happens. This design looks messed up. You can see that, right? So let's undo what we did. Command Z. When we were drawing, we had to hold shift down in order to have equal size for the sides. And right now, if I want to reduce the size of this shape, if I want to don't mess up that equal sizing, I have to hold shift down and then reduce the size of my shape. So let's go with this size. I think it's okay. I'm going to remove the border. I'm going to apply this exact color. Then we have this kind of rounded corners to those stars. So I'm going to add one to this star that we created, but I think it's too much compared to these guys. So let's go with half here. That would work better. And I'm going to reduce the size just a little bit more, holding shift down. All right, if you don't hold down shift, your design will look messed up. So if you want to resize the element and you don't want to mess that ratio that element had, hold shift down. Right now we have the same exact star that the designer designed in the filters artboard. Polygon tool is so cool. It even has an Easter egg. So let's say, for example, right here, we want to have a heart, and as you can see, we don't have a heart tool in our toolbar. So let's just grab the Polygon tool, draw one here, and then for the corner count, instead of a number, go with this one here. And there you have a heart. So that was the Easter egg, and it's really cool. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more UI UX content.